Good morning friends and welcome to the Sharekhan's pre-market action. First and foremost, an update on the global markets. Yesterday the US markets were closed on account of the Memorial trading holiday, but the European markets were trading on a positive note on the back of the European Parliament elections, where the investors boosted the confidence, and we saw a huge good buying happening in the European markets. As far as the Asian markets are concerned, they are trading on a mixed note. And as far as the Indian markets are concerned, yesterday we saw a good profit booking happening in the markets overall, especially the mid-cap stocks, where we saw individual stocks correcting to around 8 to 10% on the back of the rally that we had seen in the past few weeks. But yesterday was a day for the profit booking. And also as far as the flows are concerned, we saw negative flows both on account from the FIs and the DIs. The FIs were negative to the tune of around 84 odd crores in the cash provisional figures, and the DIs were negative to the tune of around 208 odd crores in the cash provisional figures. Going ahead, this week is an expiry week, so we might expect the volatility to increase in the markets, but a lot of stochastic action is likely to happen going ahead. So let's have a look at the derivative data for further cues and updates on the markets going ahead.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. We have observed a significant amount of rally in market in yesterday's starting session, where Nifty rallied more than 100 odd levels and touched an intraday high of 7513. After that, we have observed some kind of selling pressure around that levels. At 7500 was the highest in terms of open interest, and market have taken resistance at around 7500 and has seen some selling pressure. Yesterday Nifty closed down by 0.27% at 7361.80. However, in open interest terms, we have observed some kind of long unwinding, as profit booking was seen in yesterday's trading session. Open interest was down by around 0.8%, that is around 2.10 lakh shares were reduced in open interest. Cost of carry has also reduced significantly from around 12.5% to 4.5%, that is premium has also came down from around 13 odd levels to 3 odd levels. And put call ratio was more or less same at 0.80 levels. Now we have seen more than 300 points volatility in yesterday's trading session, due to which Indian volatility index have increased significantly by around 12%, from 17.71% to 19.84%. On options activity, we have observed good amount of build-up in 7,500 and 7,600 strike price. As you can see, 7,500 is the highest in terms of open interest, and market has been taking resistance in yesterday's trading session at 7,500 levels. So for the next 2 to 3 trading sessions, we can watch 7,500 levels quite closely. While in put option, we have observed significant amount of build-up in 7,500 put option, and IVs have also increased by 41%. So majority of the build-up in put option can be seen as a long build-up. However, in put option, we have observed 7,000 remains as the highest in terms of open interest. There is one securities in bank period for today's trade, that is Unitech. On FIS front, we have observed there were net buyers in index futures of around 334 crores. However, on open interest terms, they have reduced the open interest. In index options, there were net sellers of 181 crores. In stock futures, there were net buyers of 206 crores. And in stock options, there were net sellers of 80 crores. 5 days VWAP is at 7321, which is upside from the current level, and the lower VWAP is at 7,003. Lower range is 7,300 and higher range is 7,500. IZX Nifty is trading negative currently at around 13 odd points negative at 7360. That concludes from my end. Thank you.
Let's have a look at some of the actionable ideas for today. First and foremost, PTC India came out with the results better than the expectations. The net profit surged 86% to 69 crores. The company had net profit of 37 crores in the same period a year ago. The overall firm's total revenue climbed to rupees 2,848 crores from 2,198 crores in the same corresponding period last year. So we recommend to go long on PTC on the back of the good results. The stop loss of 86.25 and target 92 for today. Wockhardt is a short idea for today, where the results have been below expectations. The drug maker Wockhardt's consolidated net profit after tax dropped 77% year on year to rupees 75.7 crores in the quarter ended March 2014, driven by the lower sales and the weak operational performance. So we recommend to go short. The stop loss of 715. Targeting 678 and 665. Stock with positive bias for today: HCL Technologies, Tata Motors, Axis Bank, Tata Global, Tech Mahindra and Sun TV. And with negative bias for today, Ambuja Cement and Dabur. Results to watch out for today. Bharat Forge likely to come out with the results. The quarter 4 estimate PAT is 950 million rupees. Jayaprakash Associates quarter 4 estimate PAT is 382 million rupees. JSW Steel fourth quarter estimate PAT is 5.64 billion rupees. Oil India estimate is 7.96 billion rupees. Power Finance 15.1 billion. Thermax 1.02 billion, and United Breweries 577 million of rupees in the PAT expected. On the news update, global liquor giant Diageo plc has received the SEBI's clearance for an open offer to acquire the additional 26% stake in United Spirits for rupees 11,448.91 crores. The liquor giant would pay rupees 3030 per share for United Spirits, which is more than double the price of rupees 1,440 per share offered in the previous bid last year. The offer is scheduled to start on 11th of June and will close on 24th of June. On the other news update, India's current account deficit has narrowed sharply to $1.2 billion, which is 0.2% of GDP in the fourth quarter of FY 2014, from $18.1 billion, 3.6% of the GDP in the quarter 4 FY 2013, which was $4.2 billion in quarter 3 FY 2014. This is largely contributed by a sharp 12.3% year-on-year decline in the imports. However, the exports were also weak as it declined by 1.3% year-on-year. For the full year, FY 2014, CAD has declined to $32.4 billion, which is 1.7% of the GDP, compared to 4.7% of the GDP which we saw in FY 2013. Another news update, the new government will accord high priority to implementation of 3 critical rail links, a move that will ensure the transportation of 300 million tons of additional coal amid shortages faced in the country. Now, if 3 critical rail links are fast-tracked, then Coal India will ensure 300 million tons additional supplies to the consumers who are facing the fuel shortages. On the other news, Jubilant Life Sciences subsidiary would receive $147.5 million, which is over rupees 860 crores funding from the IFC, a member of the World Bank, to strengthen its generic drug manufacturing facilities. That's it, friends, from today's Sharekhan's pre-market action. Thanks and have a nice day today.